Hi folks, how you doing? It's James JT at the movies. Now I'm back again with yet another contest entry, and this one is for a channel that I recently discovered in just the last few months, and it's Joe over at Geeky HiJynx Reviews. Now he's got a great channel. Seriously, this guy has got some absolutely fantastic videos coming out, and some just really brilliant energy going into these videos. The editing and the just the passion behind everything that he puts into them, and the sort of when he does little skits, it all just works, and then the reviews are great as well. So Joe, seriously mate, absolutely fantastic channel, and I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. Anyway, he's doing a 100 subscribers competition at the moment, because he's recently just passed that milestone, and congratulations for that, buddy. I think I've just sort of illustrated hopefully with what I've said. It's very much well deserved, and folks, if you're watching this and you're not already over there, the link to Joe's channel is going to be down below, and you need to go and check him out and hit that subscribe button and help him out, because he's a really good dude. But anyway, Joe's doing a 100 subscribers competition at this moment in time, and he's asked us to do three things. He's asked us to give some shout outs to some channels that are under 100 subscribers, and I'm going to do that at the end of the video. He's asked us to talk about the first film we remember watching as a kid that scared us, and also the first film we remember watching as a child that made us cry. So I'm going to jump into those first, and then, like I say, I'll do some shout outs at the end. So the first film that I remember watching as a kid that scared me is probably, I don't know if I'm cheating a little bit here with this, John. I'll have to let you decide, because I watched the film fully when I was probably about, I don't know, 12 or 13. But I remember seeing the trailer for Jeepers Creepers when I was probably 8 or 9. And the scene in the trailer and in the film as well that absolutely terrifies me is where the brother and sister that the creeper is after drive past the old abandoned church where a lot of the film takes place, and they see the creeper putting a wrapped up body down like a garbage chute or whatever, a coal chute, whatever it might be. And the music's really tense, and they're slowing down because they're like, are we seeing what we think we're seeing? And then you just get this really sort of ominous and not too detailed look at the creeper, and you see like I say, the corpse wrapped up in the thing. And I just remember seeing the trailer for that on something that my dad was watching, and I shouldn't have seen it, and just been absolutely terrified by it. And then I watched the film, like I said, when I was probably about 12 or 13, 3 or 4 years later. And, again, it was one of the first sort of horror films I ever watched, and sort of thought, really creepy and really scary. If I went back further than that, when I was a kid, Mr. Freeze in Batman and Robin used to scare me. The scene at the end of Batman and Robin where he gets locked up again, and he's sharing the cell with Poison Ivy, and I can't remember the quote, but basically he realises that she's done him rotten throughout the film, and he makes another ice pun, doesn't he? It's like, winter's come at last, or something like that, isn't it? And he just looks so terrifying. Or he did to, I think 5-year-old me when Batman and Robin came out in 1997. I would have been 5, and yeah, seeing that, it's sort of all blue in the light with the shadows and the frost, and yeah, really creepy. So yeah, a little bit of a sort of a cheat there, because I've put two things forward. But yeah, Jeepers Creepers was the first proper thing to really sort of scare me. But I do remember sort of being a bit sort of wary of Arnie as Mr. Freeze. Now I'll watch it and absolutely laugh if ever I can stomach putting that film on. There's going to seem like a theme here, because I've just shot 2 contest entry videos back to back, and they'll have both come out in the same week, depending on obviously when you're watching this. But the other one, I was talking about Batman Forever, so that's just a nice little continuity link. There you go on the channel. But swiftly moving on, so the film that made me that I first remember making me cry as a child. Not a kid's film, and I don't know why I wanted to watch it, and I don't know why my mum let me watch it, but it was Tom Hanks in Castaway. So again, I probably can't have been much more than 10 if I was 10 years old, and I was fine with him getting stranded on the island and the run up to that. I was fine with his sort of like descent into madness, and as he you know, learns to look after himself and to fish. I was fine with everything else that happens when he cuts himself on the coral reef, and no, not a problem, not a tear, not a bit of emotion. What we're gonna do? He makes friends with a football or a netball, doesn't he? Or a basketball, whatever it is. Wilson the ball, and they're trying to escape towards the back end of the film, and he loses Wilson off the raft into the sea, and it had me in tears because it had been his only friend for all that time, and he loses the loses the ball, and that was it. I've not been able to watch that film again. My sister absolutely loves it. She's got the film in her DVD collection and thinks it's absolute lunacy that a nearly 29-year-old man can't bring himself to watch that film again. I don't have it in the collection, and I won't watch it again because I just remember that scene absolutely traumatising me as a kid, and just being in floods of tears the next day, sort of thinking about, oh, he's lost his friend, the footballer. So yeah, there you go. That's my two answers for the film that scared me, Jeepers Creepers and or Batman and Robin, if the Jeepers Creepers example doesn't fit the bill. And the film that made me cry was Tom Hanks in Castaway, which I'm never watching again. So let's jump into some shout outs and try and cheer this video up, because we took a real nosedive there, folks. So there's a couple of 3 channels. Joe wants me to give a shout out to 3 channels, and the first one I'm going to give a shout out to is somebody that you'll have heard me make mention of before on this channel, and that is my buddy Phil Graham. So Phil is a chap that I have known for the last 12 years, and me and him have played in a band for the last 12 years, and we currently have 2 bands. We've got a vocal harmony group called Leaving Overmorrow, and then a rock and roll sort of covers band called Blatantly Obvious. We have lots of fun with that when we're not in lockdown and restricted and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, Phil has taken a bit of inspiration from me and has set up a YouTube channel recently called Phil Graham's AV Club, where he talks about collecting movies, reviewing films that he likes, making top 10 lists. But Phil's also a really keen music producer as well, and so there are going to be some vlogs coming up on that channel where he talks a little bit about some of his favourite techniques in music production and some of the things that he's working on behind the scenes that maybe I might be involved in, both from a movie capacity and also from the musical standpoint as well. So that's my first shout out, Phil Graham's AV Club, and the link will be down below. Go and check him out and go and subscribe to him, folks. The next one that I want to make mention of is Tom over at Spooky Reviews. So I did a competition myself not so long since, and it was for my 200 subscribers, and Tom actually won that, but he'd subscribed to the channel beforehand and commented on a few videos, and we're actually mates on Facebook as well. I've not met him before, sort of the whole YouTube community, and we met in a YouTube group on Facebook, and he's a right laugh. He shares some right stuff on Facebook. He makes some really great videos on YouTube, and again, he's a channel under 100 subscribers, but he could really do with some love and attention from us. So go over and check that channel out. Now the link again will be down below. And my third and final shout out is to, again, an absolutely lovely bloke that I met through YouTube, somebody that subscribed to my channel and of course went to go and reciprocate and have a look at theirs. They're making some really great content, and every video they just get more and more confident, and some really good stuff coming from that channel, and it's Pro Physical Media. So that's Nos over at that channel, and I think John over at Mondo Chelovic recently said that obviously he's gone through a bit of a rebrand. The channel was originally just his name, but he's gone to rebrand as Pro Physical Media, and it's a really good channel. I think he's on just shy of 60 subscribers at the moment, and again, he's a really decent bloke. Put some great stuff out, and I think you need to go and check him out. Again, his link will be down below, so go and check him out. So go check out all 3 of those channels, folks. Hit the subscribe button for them, drop them a comment on a video, let them know that I sent you over there, and let's keep the love and the support going. Of course, if you're not already subscribed to Joe, who's the man behind this contest over at Geeky HiJynx Reviews, get yourself over there by the link that's either going to be up here or down there, or maybe even both if I'm feeling generous. Get yourself subscribed to him as well, because there is some absolutely fantastic stuff coming out on Joe's channel. And as he put it, we are Jurassic Park brothers. If you've liked this video and you've liked me nattering on today, please think about subscribing to my channel as well. I really would appreciate it. Drop me a comment down below with your thoughts on this video. What was the film that scared you as a child? What were films that maybe made you sort of get emotional and tear up as well? And if you're in time, get yourself entered into Joe's competition. I'm sure he'd absolutely love to have you subscribed over there and taking part. And there's some really, really great prizes to be won as well. All the details for that are going to be in that linked video that I mentioned earlier. So take care of yourselves, folks. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Stay safe for now. Bye.